Okay, guys, 11 o'clock. I think we might get stuck into it. Before we get into the meet, we might just let everyone have another minute to see if we can get any more. But I just wanted to start by saying if there's any questions, please, you can use the Q&A function. You should have a button on the top of your screen, and we'll line them up at the end. We'll go through them. We might just wait 1 minute. If everyone's like me, you usually come into the meeting right on 11, so. Okay, let's get started. Firstly, I wanted to start by just saying thanks to everyone for coming. I know that everyone's on a Tyrewise journey of their own at the moment, and appreciate that it's been frustrating for a lot of people, and hopefully we're here to help. I'm Blake Richardson. I'm one of the founders of Treadlite. We are a tyre recycling and collection service company. Hopefully you can see the slide I've got in front of you. We are not Tyrewise. That's something that we get a lot. So we are a 100% New Zealand owned tyre collections and recycling company. What we aren't is webinar experts, so I'll apologise in advance for...
Hey Blake, just a second, I don't think we can see your shared screen.
Oh, okay. Case in point.
It blinked up before.
Okay, hopefully everyone can see that now.
Yeah.
Got it? Cool. Okay. So yeah, as I say, not webinar experts, but what we do well is tyre recycling and collections. Oh, that's not even going to let me. Okay. So we've been around for 5 years. We're 100% Kiwi-owned company. We're on track to collect 0.5 million tyres this year. We have, someone's giving me reverberations. Just check you're on mute. We're committed to turning our waste tyre problem in New Zealand opportunity. So these are some of the products that we make in our site in Cambridge. Products that go into horse arenas, artificial sports fields, running tracks, as you can see, and we're currently just working on a plant in Christchurch that we hope will be in the future providing granules that go into roads. So we're excited to say that we are nationwide, other than Stewart Island, which we're working on at the moment. We have sites across the country, and so what that means is that it'll be local guys picking up your tyres. They know where you are, and you probably know them. That's really all from me. All I wanted to do is give you a quick intro to Treadlite. So now I'm going to hand you over to Richard, who's going to give you a bit more detail on how to book a collection.
Hey, thanks, Blake. Hey, first of all, just thanks to everyone for dropping in and giving us your time. I know you guys are all busy trying to get a handle on what's going on too. So hopefully this webinar helps you all. And if you do have any questions, just feel free to chuck them in the chat, and then we'll do our best to answer them as we go along. Alrighty, so the first thing we just wanted to talk about was registration. We've had some mixed messages around, who's registered, whether they know they're registered or not. So I assume most of you are and have registered with Tyrewise, but if you want to check with them, please feel free to give them a call. We have been in touch with them daily, trying to get updates on registrations and also around access to the tyre collections pick up, the online web app that they put together. So I think they're drip feeding out that information now. So some of you have it and some of you don't. So please be patient, but feel free to call Tyrewise and check in on that one. Hey, Sue, anything more you want to add to that? Hang on, Sue, I'll just unmute you. No, just have a crack at it.
Yeah. You good? Yeah. So just be patient with Tyrewise. I know they're struggling to get everyone onboarded. They will contact you if you are registered, because you'll get your login details, and they'll also likewise contact you with what you're missing for your registration. So links, it might be health and safety procedure, it might be code of participation. So just be patient. They're trying their hardest.
Thanks. So yeah, I think there's over 3,000 of you guys registered, so a lot of work for them to do. So what I want to do is just go through a run through a Word document here, which I'll share. It just steps through how to get onto the website. Just give me a second. All righty, can you all see that?
No.
So there's a couple of ways to getting onto the Tyrewise website. You can either log in with your web browser, and it's in the address .tyrewise.co.nz, or you can scan this QR code with your camera if you're signing in on a mobile phone. I just tried it before and it worked fine, so it took us to that sign in there. And then from there, you just enter your registered email address. And note, there is no password required. So what will happen is you'll push enter, and then it will send an email to you, and there'll be a verification, a 6-number verification code. And then you enter that into the website, and then it'll take you through into booking a job. So the next thing you're going to see is some options, and what you want to hit first is job and add job. And so from there, it's pretty straightforward. You'll sort of see there's a list of things you need to do, your pickup location. Some of you have multiple shops in multiple areas, so just make sure that you get that location correct. And then you go forward and request a pickup date. So you can put a pickup date in there. And when you get to the transporter side, there'll be a drop-down box. And if you push on the drop-down box, you'll see Treadlite listed as one of the transporters in your area. Just hit Treadlite, and that'll lock us in for collections. And then what you want to do is you want to go through and add any notes, what sort of load it is, which is pretty straightforward, loose tyres, any details around how many tyres of each kind. So you got SUV, passenger, truck, etc. So just go and plug in those numbers. But just note that Tyrewise has told us several times that those numbers don't have to be bang on correct. We all know that, you know, tyre shops continue to operate and add tyres to those piles. So, you know, that number may change, and that doesn't matter. And so as your transporter, we'll come and pick those tyres up. We'll punch in the numbers of what we've picked up, and it will update this list. And then what will happen is you'll push save, we'll pick it up, and then there's this part called verification of a job pickup. So when we get to that point, we'll push enter on our side once we've typed in how many tyres we've picked up, and a QR code will pop up on our mobile tablets. We have mobile tablets in all our trucks. And then a person on site in the tyre shop can scan that QR code and verify the load. So basically you're just saying, yes, they picked up this many tyres on this day, they're good to go. Does that make sense? Right, what I want to do now is I'll just stop sharing that, and I just want to take you through the video as well of filling out this. Please, any questions, feel free to dump them in the QR in the chat group. Alrighty.
A job can be booked by selecting Add Job in the main menu. Jobs are booked by retailers or other end-of-life tire generators, not by transporters. Here are a few things to watch out for when adding a new job. If you are unsure which transporter to use, give Tyrewise a call and we will be happy to help. Special conditions are one-off instructions that the driver who is picking up the job will see. This could be something like, use the back gate due to roadworks. When loose tires are selected for the job type, do your best to get an accurate count of the number of tires that you need collecting. This will help the transporter plan their runs when collecting your job. However, don't worry if this number changes slightly, as the driver and your verifier will get the chance to amend this when the job is collected. Repeat jobs happen every 1 to 4 weeks, as chosen by the person booking the job. For example, if you book a job to be collected on October 4th and have it repeat every week, once the original job is completed, a new job with the same details will automatically be created with a pickup date of October 11th. Once this new job is completed on October 11th, another job will be created for October 18th, and so on. Once you are happy with the details that you have entered, hit Save and Close, and the job will instantly be visible to the selected transporter. If you need to make any changes, jobs can be edited until they have been collected. A job can be booked.
Hey, thanks all. I hope that described in a bit more detail about how to go out about a pickup. One of the key things there is the repeating of those jobs. So many of you have come back to us and said, shit, we don't want to repeat a job or have to go in and book a job every week or every 2 weeks. We just want to set and leave it, and that's exactly what you can do. And it doesn't matter if the number of tires on that repeated job need to be changed by us and verified. That's the whole point of it. So just know that you can set and leave it, and you're good to go. Just moving on now, everyone, I want to introduce you to Katie. She's our health and safety and HR manager here at Treadlite. Katie, it's all yours.
Hi, thanks. For the health and safety aspect, for your registration with Tyrewise, they have 3 main requirements from you, and their reps will be coming around, if they haven't already, asking you if they can see it and take a photocopy of what you have. So the first one out of the 3 is your health and safety policy. We understand that this could be a bit daunting for some of you, so we have created a template that you can use. I'll put the link into the chat after this, and I'll put my email address in there as well. So if you would like the template, you can email me or you can click on the link, and yeah, we can help wherever we can with that. The second requirement is that you will need to display a site hazard board. You can make one yourself, or you can go online and order one. I've put the link in the chat as well. If you want some help with ordering your hazard board or with the risks and hazards for your shop to go on the hazard boards, just put me an email and I can help you out with that. The third requirement is health and safety information specific to your site access. So this could be in the form of a site map or a photo with any access risks displayed on it, like pedestrian walkway or a driveway where there's vehicles and machinery coming in and out. If you'd like any help to make a site access document, please email me and I'm more than happy to make that for you and send it off. It's really important that you have all the 3 of those requirements for Tyrewise to be registered.
Awesome, thanks, Katie. I haven't had that many. We must have done a great job, guys. There's not many questions coming through in the chat. If you have any questions, please put them in now. Otherwise, I'll hand over to Sue, and she's just going to run through a few of the FAQs that we commonly get here at Treadlite.
Hi everyone. Before I get to the FAQs, I can't stress enough how important it is to book in a frequency when you do get into the booking site. That way you can set and forget. If you're not sure how often your frequency should be, speak to your local driver because they'll know how often they're in your area. Having trouble booking, contact me, phone me or email me. And still having more trouble, we can send a driver out to you because all our drivers are going to be highly skilled at helping you. So they can help you book in these collections. And then while they're there, they can pick up those tyres that you just booked in and help you verify them as well. Okay, so let's go through some Q&As. What does Treadlite do with the tyres that they collect? We shred or granulate them. And so they go into horse arenas, they go under playground mattings, under like hockey turfs. It's amazing what you can do with a granulated or tyre. We've got plant pots and etc. at our office here. So it's amazing. It's endless possibilities what you can do with a recycled tyre. What if you've got some old tyres lying around in your garage? This probably doesn't apply to you because you're probably all business owners, but we have a lot of members of the public. So they can, up to 5 tyres a day, take them into a collection hub. Treadlite's not a collection hub. There will be various collection hubs that Tyrewise will release that information later, and they'll be linked in with the local councils. So Joe Public can take in 5 tyres up a day into these collection hubs to get rid of those tyres.
We just got a question here from Yana in New Plymouth. Hey, Yana. She's just asking what the minimum quantities for collections are. I'll have a bit of a crack at this, but Sue, you might want to jump in as well. We'd like to think that we'd just sort of carry on business as usual on our pickups. Obviously, we would like to pick up a fair number of tyres just to make it efficient. And I understand, I think Yana's at a transfer station too, so larger quantities. But if you're unsure, just give us a ring, give Sue a ring and just talk through that. Anything you want to add there, Sue?
No, yeah, there's no real minimum, but we do want to make it viable for our trucks to be going out and coming back full. Just makes sense for everyone. And I know, Yana, you're at Enviro Waste in New Plymouth, if I'm not mistaken. So there's no problems with if you think you've got too many, there's no such thing. We'll make it work.
Yeah, some of our customers might have requirements from their landlords or limited space. So I think if you're in that situation, then give us a call and there's we can make special allocations for those people.
Was it back to me?
Back to you, Sue.
Back to you, Sue.
Oh, will there be a charge on the public for those 5 tyres? No, that's free. So after the 1st September, we can no longer charge for pickups or drop-offs of tyres unless they're legacy tyres. That's for the stores. But Joe Public can take those 5 tyres at no charge into I believe, am I right here, Richard? Yeah, no charge into those collection hubs.
And just a reminder too, to you guys with tyres or a decent amount of tyres riding into 1st of September, Tyrewise have made it pretty clear that any tyres within reason stocked before that date become legacy tyres. So just make sure you have a good clean out as much as you can before the 1st to make sure you're starting on a clean slate. Is there anything else you wanted to add there, Sue?
No. Oh, we're now collecting in the South Island. So anyone that's on here now, welcome from the South Island. Reach out if you need any need any contacts or anything, and we can sort you out.
All good. Anything else you wanted to add, Katie or Blake?
One of the things I've heard a couple of, I'm down in Dunedin at the moment talking to garages, and one of the things I've heard a couple of times is, will it be one tyre in, one tyre out in terms of the fee that's charged on the incoming tyres versus the outgoing tyres? So the way that we understand it to work is that, Tyrewise want to see that roughly marry up in terms of the number of tyres that have the fee being charged on it versus the number of tyres that we're collecting, but it's just not going to be exact. So over time, I've talked to some guys who they may do a bunch of secondhand tyres, and so there's going to be reasons why those things don't match up. But as long as it's not, that you're selling 100 tyres and you're getting rid of 300 tyres. Is that a fair description too?
Yeah.
Just be one of the things, or one of the concerns, I guess, and I guess it's an ongoing concern anyway, or a historic concern, is just members of the public and other people putting tyres on your site. So just make sure that where you're storing your tyres is secure as you can, so that those numbers aren't going up and you don't get into that situation where the tyres coming in and the tyres going out, there's too big a gap between them.
Yep. Because I'm wondering if we want to just quickly talk about any solids, OTRs, forklift tyres on day one. So is that a good question for you?
Did you say Sue?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Throw you under the bus.
Well, yeah, we're still collecting everything. We make everything work. The OTRs, Richard, what's happening with those? So that we're. Sorry.
Yeah. So OTR is a question mark for us, and it's also a question mark for Tyrewise as well. So we're working really hard with them to find solutions for OTR tyres, which includes forklift tyres as well. And at the moment, they've sort of told us that you would book in a job for OTR, and then it will go out to your local transporter, and then we'll talk with Tyrewise about how we go about sorting that for you. So you just book a job as you usually would, and you book in your OTRs, and then someone will be in touch from there.
Yeah.
Any other questions from anybody? So Jana's just asked, so no restrictions on the type of tyres. Under the scheme, Jana, and I've seen quite a bit of the background material and the levying that goes on at the border. So from what I understand, no, there's no restrictions on the types of tyres. That I believe they have them all covered. There's going to be teething issues for sure, but at this stage, just book them in. And if you can't find a description for that tyre in the actual pickup in the app, then just give them a call and go through it. And it may have to be listed down as a custom, but no restriction at this stage. We haven't been given any comms along those lines.
Except for Richard, bicycle tyres. They're not included in the scheme as yet.
Of course, yeah. No other questions coming through? Anything? Yep, go Blake.
I'm just thinking maybe we ask the attendees the question, is there anything that they want to see from us? We've been trying to feed some information just leading up to Tyrewise. Hopefully you're getting our weekly email, but please feed back to us if there's anything that you want to see in there, or if you want us to run any webinars in the future, then yeah, it'd be good. If they could let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think from our point of view that, this is a new scheme, and It's certainly going to have its teething issues, and we're going to have to be patient. You guys are going to have to be patient too while we work it out. But I think the one thing that I would say is that Treadlite is absolutely committed to making this a success. We've been talking with Tyrewise from the very beginning and trying to help them understand the market and how tyre shops work and how collections work and processing and all these things. So we're absolutely dedicated to making this work. So and Tyrewise have told us too that they will find a way. If something doesn't quite work out, we'll get through it together. So yeah, please be patient, but we're here to help. There's a hell of a lot of experience sitting here in Treadlite, and obviously you guys in the stores as well. So I'm pretty sure if we all work together, we can make it happen.
Hey, Richard, just another question from Bevan. Do all tyres have to be clean, free of mud, etc.?
Yeah, they do. And Sue, you jump in here if you want to jump in. But yes, free of rims and free of any dirt and muck, especially on the inside of the tyre. So, as speaking from a processor's point of view, the thing that really makes it hard for us to process a tyre, and we have rejected tyres in the past, is just how clean they are, especially on the inside. A lot of muck and gunk can hide on the inside of a tyre, so you just have to make sure that they're cleaned. The outside, as long as there's no major dirt and mud on the outside of a tyre, is generally okay.
Richard, are we still doing the occasionally we get the tyres on rims, but there's an extra charge? Are we still doing that for the rims?
That's a great question. I'm not even sure how they handled with Tyrewise. We can take that back to them.
Yeah,
I think if people have rims, come to us and we will figure out how to deal with them.
yeah.
If you're not able to remove the rims, we do have some equipment to do that.
Yep, cool. Anything else? You're a quiet bunch.
That's great. I think everyone's in the know.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for that, Ash. Appreciate that. Awesome.
Cool.
Well, if there's nothing else, we'll wind it up from here, and we'll be in touch as we always are, and we'll keep the comms flying through to you guys. But yeah, absolutely get in touch with Sue. She's our collections guru. Anything around health and safety, Katie's there, and one way or another we'll be able to answer your questions. Thank you all, really appreciate it. Catch you all later.
Thank you.
Bye.